Alright, let's see if this actually works today. I'm not going to bring up YouTube. I'm going to just fart around with, oh, where is it? East Coast? Yeah, we'll do East Coast. Let's do default, or highway. Yep, highway. And I have to pick the vehicle I want to tool around with today. We're just going to go for a pleasant drive. That's the Utah map right there with, it looks like Gavril, I forget the name of that particular car. It's basically a 60s, 70s muscle car. You can make it do, you can pop up the front tires if you have traction in the back and a really, really beefy motor. Oh, I got to see the water there for a bit. Alright, so this is an off-road truck, but we're not going to use this at all. We're going to pick a beater sedan, and we're going to drive it till it dies, which hopefully won't be because I wrecked it. Where is it? The Legrand. We'll do Old Faithless. Oh yeah, I gotta plug in my controller. It's so much better playing this with the controller plugged in. I hear the putter-putter of a junk 4-cylinder. And it's smoking like crazy. Alright, so there we go, controller 01. Actually, let's fix that engine up here. Where are you? We'll just pick a 2.2 liter. I gotta think what transmission we have on this thing. Oh, hey. What? I'm not sure how many she wants. Well, that's odd. Somehow my desktop audio disappeared. So I have to go over here and, yeah. Okay. Back to the game. That or the game's like really, really quiet. Which it could be. I don't have anti-lock brakes. I also don't have a full tank of gas. It's faster to look if you use your mouse. You can slew your head around like that, but I use a controller. If I wanted to, I could use turn signals. They just added the sound effects to that not too long ago. And it turns off on itself. Yay, it's pretty cool. I think it always did that, but they just added sound effects, so now if you toggle the lights, it does that now. Plus you have the whole engine startup sound. So I don't know if this is actually going to record sound or not. I had desktop audio turned on and now all of a sudden it decided, no, I don't like desktop audio right now. So how about I fix that? Not while driving. That would be bad. So we'll do properties. We'll do that one. There we go. There's some stinking sound. Alright, so as I was saying, yeah, there we go. Now I see the sound meters on my recorder utility doing stuff. It's not just me. It's a buzzy, junky 4-cylinder. Yay. Is that the, no, it's not the one I want. Is it this one? Nope. By going down that street anyway. Those are e-brake slide outs. Which, yes, you can turn on your e-brake while driving. So yeah, the brakes actually aren't half bad on this car. Yes, you may have my phone, Katie. Driving it like I stole it. Oh yeah, good job. Alright, let's check the damage. Make sure I didn't break anything. Well, I already had the bumper cover missing. It looks like I dinged the bumper cover up. And I broke one of my marker lights. Actually, it looks like I broke both my marker lights in the front. Yep, my front markers are dead. Oh well. Oh well, we're drifting to the right now. I jacked up my suspension. Yeah, I'm not touching the steering wheel, and we are pulling to the right, pretty noticeably. So if this was real life and you had to constantly steer to the left to make the car go straight, you would experience uneven tire wear. I'm gonna guess it's my right front tire's alignment screwed up now, because I did smack into that rock. So I can actually go check. Zoom way in on here, and maybe I can see that there's something down here damaged. I don't know, the frame looks straight. I can't really tell. All I know is it's going to be kind of a chore to steer. Well, fine, we'll off-road this thing then. Well, this isn't really off-road, this is dirt roads. I grew up in an area near dirt roads. This is nothing unusual for me. You don't hear tires squeal because, okay, when you... TV shows or movies where they go into a gravel road or dirt road and they lock up the brakes and you hear tires squealing, yeah, that's not really a thing. You just kind of hear this sound. It's kind of like just tires tearing up whatever surface they're on, but it's not gravel, or it's not pavement. Those are rocks. Let's not hit the rocks again. Oh, clear cut. Is this Oregon prior to the spotted owl being discovered? Well, they'd already knew it was here. It's just they didn't know that they were destroying the habitat until someone said something, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's a bad thing. We should not do that." Whoa, big old pothole. It's okay, car handle it. This is basically off-roading. I don't know if I can get out of here. It almost sounds like I have fart can exhaust, but it's just buzzy, stinking four-cylinder sound. Oh, there's some trees here. Those are like perfect little Christmas tree sizes for like your house or something. Alright, I don't think I can get out that way. Yeah, the road, there's nothing there to do. I thought about getting into game spin tires, and there's another one that's kind of a driving simulator kind of thing. But I have this. This is pretty decent. I got it's on when it was prior to being offered on Steam, and I think I paid $20 for it. Can't remember now. Totally worth it. Oh, there's no one coming. Oh, I got some air off that one. Sweet. A little bit of drift action there through that turn. Do I have an idea where I'm going? No? Oh, there's a house here. Lock up all the brakes. So someone has a nice little house out here in the middle of nowhere. Swing around here. This car does not have a whole lot of power, and it's only a 2.2 liter. It doesn't have a very high red line. Well, I can bring that up. Yeah, barely 6,000 RPM. Yay, bounced out the rev limiter. Oh, what's down here? Oh! I'm missing either my passenger or my driver's side door window. Oh, hey, what's that saying? Abandoned vehicle notice? It does look kind of abandoned, doesn't it? I don't know if I can actually read that. Yeah, it's just kind of a thing. Alright, back we go. Maybe I should bang the driver's side and help, you know, fix the alignment by smacking the other side with a hammer or something. Whoa! Okay. We're going that way. Yeah, if someone's trying to chat, I am not monitoring it. I was actually half curious if the strange echoey sound from my PC system, not my mic, but everything else, was due to having a YouTube window open. Wow. That's a nice field over there. Can I get there? Maybe I can go right here. Just like that. I would have like totally ate that little tree. Oh, totally. Here we go. Whoa, bad things. Alright, perfect. We are on a roof. Well, let's go fix that, shall we? Oh, starvation. Quick, turn the engine off. That's not good for the engine. And we'll just flip the car over. This is typical of any, you know, rally racing event that you go to when someone flips their car. The spectators will help. Oh my gosh, really? What did I pop that on? And now you have the flat tire sound. And my radiator's broken. The view's a little obstructed here. Oh gee, I wonder if I can get some good massive air off these little hills here. Car doesn't go backwards very well. It seems my alignment is somewhat affected by all these antics I'm doing. That's a nice cute little house over there. Not really as much air as I was hoping, but sure. I think the thing that's limiting, well, that's a rock. That would have been cool to hit. Alright, rock, let's see what happens when I smash into you. Where'd the rock go? Right here? I get hopelessly stuck. That's what happens. Oh, wow. I jacked up that front end. Alright, let's go like this. We've got Hercules here to help us out. This looks like something you'd pull out of a farm. Some beater car that was wrecked while doing something, and the farmer said, "Oh, I'll fix it later," or something, and this hill doesn't get a lot of water or something. I don't know what's up with that. It's brown, everything else is nice and green. Okay, we are running hot now. View's a little obstructed. It pulls to the left a little bit now, but I guess my alignment's better now than it used to be because I have that tire flat. It does kind of affect how the car pulls. Oh, this thing barely get up this hill. Yeah, I kind of figured coolant would overheat because I'm driving it like I stole it. That's a bus stop. They actually added buses to the game. Big, heavy, ponderous things unless you put a jet-assisted takeoff unit onto it. Oh my. Oh, good grief. This thing can barely get up this hill. Let's see if we can get to town. Will it get us to town? Maybe. This is almost floored. Alright, this will get us to town. Cinematic view, just for the giggles. I can't see. Alright, let's just do this. Okay, so the overheat warning on the right there has disappeared. We're just abusing the snot out of this engine. This whole entire car, although I still have, you know, brake lights that work. My markers still work. Oh my gosh, I can't get out of first gear. Second gear is death. Alright, so we're going to downshift. No, there we go. Second gear puts too much load on it. So yeah, crippled car. I've had to drive cars that were this crippled once. It wasn't quite as banged up, but where the heck is the town? Oh gosh, I'm an idiot. Okay, so now that I have realistic driving... Oh great, I just stalled the car out. I gotta worry about gas and brake and clutch. Fail. We'll just leave it in second or first gear. So I had a Mazda 3, little hatchback, and I was driving home, and it had a coolant leak already. The radiator hose was messed up, but it was the upper hose, so I didn't worry about it too much. The problem was you had to keep topping the car off every time you went anywhere, so I had to have a couple gallons of water with me wherever I went. And on the way home from work, the hose popped off. So that meant the engine just basically dumped all the coolant out instead of going back in the radiator, it just went everywhere else, and the car ran out of coolant. As it picked it up from the low side of the radiator and, you know, sent it to the engine to cool the car off, and then once you ran out of coolant, that was all she wrote. So I noticed the car was acting funny because it started sounding abnormal. It's like it sounded like it was just off, as something was wrong with it. And I looked at the gauges. Wow, this temperature gauge is past hot. Like, it can't move any more to the right. I don't know what that was. That wasn't a garage, was it? They don't have like a gas station in town. There is a gas station on this map, but it's not in town, which is kind of weird. Yeah, the game basically does the clutch for you if you have it set to arcade mode. I have it in realistic mode, so the clutch is basically just like on or not. Oh, I can still do a burnout. Oh, here we go. Nope. This basically does not have enough power to do a sustained burnout for... It's slow. It's... in its defense, it is really beat up right now. Alright, let's screw messing with the clutch. Alright, we're just gonna abandon it. We're gonna abandon it in this parking lot and leave it here to be abandoned. There we go. Abandoned car. Oh wow, the driver's side door is even missing the interior bits. It's basically, even in its good condition, it's basically kind of a beater already. Alright, let's fix the car up. This doesn't repair engine damage at all. Like the fact the radiator's leaking and all that. It does straighten out the body sections and stuff, so that's the thing. Can I get anything else fixed here? Nope, that's it. Doesn't fix your flat tire, doesn't fix engine problems, it's just kind of a thing. Alright. Alright, well let's fix up our car. Let's throw some parts on it, make it a little bit more reliable. Like, what if we put, oh I don't know, a race engine installed? I'm just guessing that it's gonna have issues with just tearing up. Okay, let's do... oh sure, let's go for the sky. Sky is the limit. A sequential. Let's do an ultralight flywheel. Let's not do an open differential. Sure. All-wheel drive transfer case. Yeah, buddy. Race, limited slip. Okay, it's got the drive shaft, it's got all the fun stuff in it. Okay, so stock intake. Oh yeah, let's do a heavy duty long block. It'll be more durable. Okay. Oh, oh joy. It's almost too fast. I have problems with traction. Go figure! That's a lot of power. That's not even boosted at all. Forced induction, none of that. Okay, let's do sport manual gauges, since this does have an it's a sequential. What else do I want to change? I want suspension stuff, because right now, let's do sport springs. I should do race springs, yeah. It'll just look ugly, but it won't actually be ugly. I bet you these tires suck too. Come on. It's having issues trying to keep up. Okay, so we got 195s. Yeah, that's going to get changed. Sport rear tires. Sure, we'll do sport. Get extra grip. Okay, that's that one. You can kind of see, if you mouse over the parts, you'll see what it is that we're... Oh, race front coilovers. There we go. And we can change the sway bar also. Okay, and what do I want for steering? Do I have a quick ratio steering box? Oh, power steering is empty? No. We're changing that. Sure. I think it's drag steering. Is that like really slow steering because you don't want to worry about flipping the car out too much? Okay, 195/60. Okay, so we want 195/60 sport. If I pick different rims, I could put some better tires on, but I don't have. I'll keep the generic beater rims. Okay, so at 195/65s, no, that doesn't make any sense. So I want 195/65s. There, now the tires will be the same size, and I don't have to worry about my all-wheel drive system being all messed up. Alright, so let's do this. I forgot anti-lock brakes, didn't I? It says barely, it can barely, I can barely keep up with it. This is dangerous driving in town, just saying. I still have 3 more gears. Might want to, whoa. Maybe quick ratio is a bad idea. I got quite a bit of noticeable, the back end squat's way down when I smack on the power. Oh, I kissed that curb. Let's see, did it mess up my suspension? We'll find out. It did! Suspension on this car is really delicate. That's gonna be bad. That's gonna be bad. There we go. The analog brakes would be nice right about now. It's a death trap all-wheel drive it. Death trap. Oh, it is fun. That's not gonna be good. Oh, yep. Broke some stuff. I got a tree in my car now. Let's see, how bad is it? Yeah. Let's see, lights still work? Oh, just the one side. It pulls more to the right now. I keep messing up that right side. And I almost lost it. And I totally lost it. That's kind of how cars in rally racing wreck, actually. I ripped off that entire wheel. And then you see him driving like this as a guy is on the other side trying to keep it so the three wheels that have traction can stay on the ground, and you can drive the car to where you need to go to say I completed the stage. This is floored right now. This probably is not good for my clutch at all. Because I'm missing one of my tires, the all-wheel drive system is all confused now, which I can actually show off what that looks like. There's a visualization tool you can use for that. Alright, where is it? I forget which one it's called. It came out. There it is, powertrain. So now we can see what the powertrain's doing. So there's my clutch, the engine. So it goes into the gearbox, into the transfer case, goes into the front diff. So all that's working. I'm overheating my engine pretty bad doing this. Well, we're not going to try to get that to town. The orange marks means that the wheels are providing power to the engine. It's kind of a neat little thing that they added. They added it a couple versions ago. Alright, let's do something entirely different. And I mean different, I mean let's go ahead and force induct this thing. Oh, hey, that might be the problem. I had a junky radiator in it still. Surprised it kept up as long as it did. Alright, so what do you say? Let's do front drag exhaust. This dumps it right outside the front fender. And sure. Big variable boost turbocharger kit. Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't work at all. Oh, well, let's get rid of this car. Oh, I almost missed the rocks. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Why? Too much boost. I think it has some ridiculous high value for boost. So we're going to go tuning. Let's see, what in the world did they set? Can I even adjust it? Ah, it's only 20 psi. Alright, well, let's do something more modest. Let's do 14.5. Hello, I'm clicking on you. It's having trouble. There we go. Apply that mess. There we go, perfect. Now let's get rid of the visualization aid here. I don't need it. Boop, and we'll get rid of you too. No, I said... It's like the wastegate just does not want to open. So the turbo never stops delivering boost. So I should pick a different turbocharger, that's all. Because, yeah, that's not working very well for me. Let's just do stage 2. I could throw some nitrous oxide on it too. I still don't have ABS brakes. That was it. Let's wreck this into a tree. Doesn't wreck very well. So stage 2's too much, even with this race engine. I guess, yeah, the game doesn't tell you, hey, this mod's going to be stupid for your car. It just lets you do it. Kind of how real life is. If you have the money, you can go ahead and do what you want. I don't even think I have an option for a, well, there's anti-lock brakes. There. That should help some. Yeah, I don't think I have an option for there. This is basically a Buick L67 3800 series engine with a supercharger bolted on top. And all-wheel drive. And anti-lock brakes is like, yeah, we can barely keep up with that. Grandpa got a fast car. And I have junky brakes because they're already fading. Oh, if I had an electronic stability control on it, that would even be better. I don't think this car has that as an option, though. Other cars do. There's more modern cars that are represented in the game that have stability control, which means, oh, guess what? You're trying to do burnout. Let's make it so you can't do a burnout, and it'll actually de-throttle the engine to make sure that only enough power is getting to the wheels to keep them with traction. If that was a log post there on the side of the road, that would have been bad. I'm not even driving full gas. This car is too fast for it. Here's full throttle. And I'm smoking my front brakes. Definitely more fun to drive this than it did when I started it. Oh no! That probably would have killed me. Yeah, I would have been feeling that in the morning. And I think my steering's all messed up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think the front tire there is just jacked up. Steering is a little weird now. This is when the cop pulls you over and says, "Sir, have you been drinking?" And you're like, "No, man, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. AAA's coming. Don't worry about it." And of course, alright, that's how you break a car for real. Just annihilate it. Now we got all sorts of cars in here. I even got minivans that were modded into the game. Once it loads everything in it. So yeah, I got minivan. Let's do a basic 4-banger. My parents had a 1984 Plymouth Grand Caravan. Sounded kind of like this. Only this has more guts than that van did. So the advantage of the minivan is like, oh no, it's not manly enough. It's like, dude, you put all your friends in the back of a minivan. They're awesome for saying, hey, let's get all 7 or 8 of us, cram them inside, and go somewhere. So when you're a teenager and that's the only wheels you got and you have more than a few friends, which I actually did at one time, the minivan was the most awesome form of transportation available because everyone fit. It's like the kid who had the little subcompact little car. He could only fit 4 people in his vehicle, uncomfortably, because it was small. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta drive mom's minivan, and it's like, well wait, I could put everyone in here. And plus it was so old, nobody would even mess with it. It's like, you know, you get thug empathy. Thugs don't even want to mess with your car because it's so run down. It's almost the right color too. Can't see the road. It's a lot noisier than the other one. And does it wreck well? That's important. Not really. I just got stuck on that tree. So this is a user created this. This isn't part of the game. It didn't come with it. There's a number of vehicles that you can download pretty easily, actually. So this is a modded car, that's a modded car, that's modded, that's modded. There's your Jeep. Here's the bus. Alright, bus. Let's do the bus. Hey, let's do drift bus. The heck is that? Is that new? I'm not sure how you'd even... Oh, okay, that's how. We're gonna have an obscenely massive, loud engine in it. Alright, we'll not do that one. Let's do a standard bus. Base model. Boring. Wait for the game to think. There we go. There's your stock diesel sound. With backup sounds. Oh man, I didn't get to see the controls real quick. Alright, so you can... can't turn the engine off, but you can make the kneel like you're it's like, oh, I have to make sure to kneel so people can step onto the bus, right? I don't know why. Oh, it opens both. Sweet. Airbags! Airbags are awesome. Well, what turns on the headlights then? Do I got to... Okay, so that's headlights. Okay, that works still. That still works. There's actually a game mode in the game now that came with the bus update that adds bus routes. So you have to drive on the map to the bus stops in sequence, and then you have to stop and kneel and open the door and hold it there for a bit to let the notional passengers in and out, which aren't modeled in the game. That's what I'm waiting for this game to do, is to model pedestrians and stuff, but this isn't Grand Theft Auto. They don't want to make it a pedestrian killing simulator or something. There's no other traffic, there's no animals, no birds. I mean, you hear them, but they're not really there. Those trash cans are made out of solid steel and they're bolted to the ground. So it's not really a perfect driving simulator, but as far as the actual driving part of it and the vehicle itself, it's really, really good. So I'll kill hours on this, just tooling around. Risk-free, because if I wreck in this, I don't have to worry about paying for it in my insurance. That would have sucked. Just, hey, that low-hanging branch, smack. If I hit it hard enough, I'd probably crack the windshield. Off-road madness. We're taking a shortcut, kiddos. Now this is the base model, it doesn't have any of the awesome cool stuff that you can get. But let's show off the cool, awesome stuff here that they did with the bus. It's just disgusting. It's sick. It's really fun too. It'll be really dangerous in this kind of map. Let's do the hero. Replace current. Hopefully this doesn't have that aftermarket. There it is. Oh, I got the American flag cape stuff everywhere. That's odd.